Listen to me carefully. There comes a time in your life when you need to stop reacting to every situation, to stop giving your energy to every person, every word, and every circumstance that tries to derail you. You've got to realize that some battles are not worth fighting and not every situation deserves your emotional investment. What I'm trying to tell you is this: don't react, cut them off silently. In this life, you will encounter people who push your buttons. They'll test your patience, challenge your integrity, and provoke you to act out of character. They will try to take your peace, wear down your spirit, and make you feel like you owe them something. But I'm here to tell you, you owe nothing. When you react, you're giving them control over your emotions. They've already taken a piece of your peace without lifting a finger. You're giving them the power to manipulate your energy. But the true power is in your silence. When you choose not to react, when you decide that your peace is more important than a reaction, you show the world the strength that resides within you. And hear me when I say this: cutting people off does not make you weak, it makes you wise. There are some folks who can't go where you're going. There are some people who can't handle the weight of the blight that's on your life. They'll try to distract you, pull you down, and drag you into their mess. But when you silence the noise, when you stop reacting, you protect your mind, your destiny, and your destiny. And when they come for you, when they test you, when they try to make you snap, take a deep breath. Don't raise your voice. Don't get tangled in their mess. Cut them off silently with your strength, with your silence, with your decision to not allow their toxicity to dictate the temperature of your life. Self-control is not simply about resisting temptation in the moment. It's about mastering your emotions, your reactions, and your impulses. It's about recognizing that the power to control your life lies within you, not in external circumstances or other people. Every time you feel anger, frustration, or the urge to lash out, self-control gives you the ability to pause, to assess the situation, and to decide your next move consciously rather than reacting impulsively. It's about realizing that what you do in the heat of the moment can have lasting effects on your relationships, your reputation, and most importantly, your inner peace. Self-control isn't just for moments of conflict. It's a way of life, a mindset that extends to every area of your existence. It is not about suppressing your feelings or pretending that you're unaffected. It's about understanding that your emotions should not govern your actions and that you have the ability to choose how you engage with life's challenges. When you master self-control, you begin to elevate your life. You stop being a victim of your emotions and instead you become a powerful force in your own right. Every decision you make with intention, every moment you choose not to react, brings you closer to the person you're meant to be. Self-control builds your strength because it teaches you that you don't have to react to everything that comes your way. You learn that your peace is priceless and your focus is the most important tool you possess. Self-control is a muscle, and like any muscle, the more you work it, the stronger it gets. It's in those moments when you're tempted to speak out of turn, to give someone a piece of your mind, or to give in to distractions that you have an opportunity to practice the greatest form of self-respect you can show yourself. By not reacting in ways that pull you off course, you prove that you are the one in control, not the world around you. You're able to stay grounded and continue moving forward no matter what others may say or do. When you practice self-control, you stop letting temporary emotions dictate your future. You make decisions with clarity and purpose, not out of anger or fear. You learn to respond instead of react, and that response becomes the difference between living a life of chaos or living a life of calm, focus, and power. Boundaries are the invisible lines that protect your peace, your time, and your well-being. They are the standards you set for how others treat you and the limits you impose to safeguard your energy. Without boundaries, you allow the world to dictate your life, and you end up giving away pieces of yourself to people and situations that don't deserve it. But when you set clear boundaries, you take back control. You make it known that your space, your time, and your mental health are non-negotiable. Boundaries are not about being rude or cold, they're about self-respect. They are an act of love toward yourself, a statement that you value your peace and your emotional health more than trying to please everyone around you. You don't have to apologize for having standards, for requiring respect, for demanding that your time and energy be spent on things that serve your purpose and help you grow. When you set boundaries, you teach people how to treat you. You show them what you will and won't accept, and you reinforce that you are worthy of respect. Some people might push back. They might try to make you feel guilty for asserting yourself or accuse you of being self-asserting. But the truth is, they're not angry at you for setting boundaries. They're angry at the fact that you've stopped letting them take advantage of your kindness, your time, and your emotional energy. Boundaries help you protect your focus. They allow you to dedicate your time and attention to what matters most to you without being constantly pulled in 100 different directions by other people's demands. It's easy to get lost in the needs and expectations of others, but when you have strong boundaries, you keep your eyes on the prize. You don't allow the distractions of the world to knock you off course. Boundaries are also a form of emotional self-defense. In a world where everyone wants a piece of you, your family, your friends, your co-workers, having clear boundaries allows you to preserve your emotional energy. You can give your love, your time, and your energy freely, but only those who respect the limits you've set. Boundaries protect you from burnout and exhaustion because they teach you the power of saying no when necessary. It's important to remember that boundaries are not just about saying no to others, they are about saying yes to yourself. They are about protecting the most valuable asset you have, your peace of mind, your time, and your emotional well-being. Boundaries allow you to show up as the best version of yourself because you're no longer spreading yourself too thin or sacrificing your inner peace for the sake of others. Having boundaries is a necessary act of self-preservation. Without them, you lose your sense of self, your direction, and your purpose. With them, you maintain control over your life, your relationships, and your future. Boundaries keep you grounded, focused, and aligned with your goals. They remind you that you deserve respect, peace, and the space to grow. Self-respect is the foundation of everything you are and everything you will become. It's not just about holding yourself in high regard when others are watching. It's about how you treat yourself when no one is around. It's about understanding that you are worthy of the best that life has to offer, regardless of your past mistakes, your flaws, or your circumstances. Self-respect is the quiet strength that allows you to stand firm in your beliefs, your values, and your decisions, even when the world around you tries to tell you otherwise. Self-respect starts with honoring your worth. It means recognizing that you don't have to prove anything to anyone because you are enough just as you are. You are worthy of love, respect, and success, not because you've earned it through the approval of others, but because it's your birthright. When you have self-respect, you refuse to settle for less than you deserve, whether it's in relationships, work, or the way you treat yourself. You know your value and you won't allow anyone to diminish it. Self-respect is about making choices that align with your highest good. It's the ability to say no when something doesn't serve you, even when there's pressure to conform or to please others. When you respect yourself, you understand that your time, your energy, and your peace are precious commodities, and you don't waste them on situations or people that deplete you. You make decisions that reflect the person you are striving to be, not the person others think you should be. It's also about setting boundaries. When you respect yourself, you understand the importance of protecting your mental, emotional, and physical space. You don't allow anyone to treat you ways that go against your values, your beliefs. or your well-being. If someone doesn't honor your boundaries, you remove yourself from the situation because you know that allowing disrespect is a betrayal to yourself. Self-respect also means treating yourself with kindness, not just when things are going well, but especially when you stumble. It's about forgiving yourself when you make mistakes and refusing to let shame or guilt define you. You understand that mistakes don't diminish your worth. They are simply stepping stones toward growth and learning. Self-respect allows you to treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a friend who is struggling. Having self-respect also means holding yourself accountable. It's about standing tall in your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about doing the hard work to grow, to evolve, and to be better than you were yesterday. Self-respect isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's the willingness to show up for yourself even on days when you don't feel like it, and to keep moving forward with integrity and determination. Ultimately, self-respect is a declaration of independence from the opinions of others. It is knowing that your worth does not depend on the approval or validation of anyone else. It's about giving yourself the freedom to be authentic, to be bold, and to live unapologetically as the person you were always meant to be. Self-respect is the quiet, powerful force that allows you to navigate the world with confidence and strength, because you know that no matter what happens, you have your own back. Wisdom is more than just knowledge, it's the ability to understand, apply, and discern truth in every aspect of your life. It's the gift of recognizing that life is not just a series of events, but lessons meant to shape and refine you. True wisdom comes from experience, from the moments that challenge you, from the times you've fallen and gotten back up, and the ability to learn from those experiences rather than repeat them. Wisdom is also about knowing when to act and when to be still. It's not about rushing into decisions or reacting impulsively. Instead, it's the strength to pause, reflect, and take in the full picture before moving forward. When you are wise, you understand that not every situation requires a quick answer, and sometimes silence and patience are the best tools for clarity. It's understanding that some things are outside of your control and knowing when to release them, trusting that the right course of action will present itself. Wisdom is also about perspective. It's being able to step back from your own emotions and biases to see the world from a broader view. It's understanding that every situation has layers and what you see on the surface may not be the whole truth. A wise person understands the complexity of life and approaches problems with empathy, patience, and insight. They don't just react, they respond thoughtfully, considering all angles and possible outcomes. Wisdom often comes with age, but it doesn't always require years to gain. Sometimes wisdom is learned in a single moment of clarity when you realize that the things you once thought were important no longer serve your growth. It's about evolving into a version of yourself that is grounded in understanding, humility, and compassion. Wisdom is also the ability to discern between what you can change and what you must accept. It's about knowing when to push forward and when to let go. This type of wisdom brings peace because it allows you to focus on what truly matters and release the things that drain your energy. It teaches you that not every battle is worth fighting and that sometimes the best way to win is to walk away from what doesn't align with your higher self. It's about being mindful of your words, your actions, and your energy. Wisdom teaches you to speak less and listen more, to be aware of how your presence impacts the world around you. It gives you the understanding that your impact on others should be positive and nurturing, not destructive. When you gain wisdom, you no longer react in anger or fear. You lead with composure and an understanding that every situation, every challenge is a stepping stone toward greater growth. Wisdom is the foundation for making sound decisions, living authentically, and rising above life's distractions. It is the ability to trust in your journey and to know that no matter what, the lessons you learn are worth the path you've traveled. Inner strength is the quiet power that resides within you, the force that pushes you forward when everything around you seems to be crumbling. It's not the strength you see on the outside, the physical power or the loud, bold actions. It's the resilience and courage that arises from deep within, from a place only you truly know. Inner strength is the ability to stand tall in the face of adversity, to keep going even when life is testing you in ways you never imagined. It is what enables you to rise up after every fall, to find your footing when the ground beneath you shifts, and to face each challenge with determination and grace. This strength doesn't come from the world around you, it comes from your mind, your heart, and your spirit. It is built through hardship, through the trials and tribulations that seek to break you. But what doesn't break you builds you. Every obstacle you overcome, every time you endure the storm, you are adding another layer to your inner strength. It's not about the absence of fear or pain, it's about learning how to negate them and move forward in spite of them. Inner strength is also the ability to trust yourself when everyone else doubts you. It's the confidence to listen to your own voice, even when the voices of doubt and fear scream louder. When you have inner strength, you are unshaken by the opinions of others because you know your value doesn't depend on their approval. It's about knowing who you are at your core and holding that truth no matter life throws at you. This strength isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Inner strength allows you to grow through difficulty, to find purpose and meaning in even the most painful situations. It's the understanding that challenges are not just roadblocks, but opportunities for growth. It's about seeing the silver lining in the darkest clouds, knowing that the pain you feel today is the strength you will carry tomorrow. True inner strength is also about self-discipline, the ability to stay focused and grounded, even when distractions and temptations arise. It's about pushing through the discomfort of change, staying the course when everything within you wants to give up. Inner strength means not allowing the setbacks of life to define you, but using them as fuel to propel you toward your goals. It is the ability to maintain your peace when the world around you is chaotic, to protect your mental well-being even in the midst of confusion. Inner strength is not loud or flashy, it is steady and consistent, like a deep-rooted tree that withstands the fiercest storms. It gives you the courage to walk in your truth, to stand up for what you believe in, and to protect your values and dreams. At its core, inner strength is about knowing that you are enough. It is about recognizing that no matter how many times you fall or how many obstacles you face, you have the power to rise again. It's the quiet, unwavering confidence that says, I will not be defeated. It's the voice within that reminds you to keep going, even when it feels impossible. Inner strength doesn't seek validation, it simply is. It's the unshakable force that fuels your perseverance and resilience, allowing you to overcome, to grow, and to become everything you were always meant to be. Emotional mastery is the ability to understand, control, and constructively express your emotions rather than being controlled by them. It's about recognizing that emotions are powerful forces, but they don't have to dictate your behavior or decision making. When you master your emotions, you stop reacting impulsively to external circumstances. Instead, you pause, reflect, and choose the response that aligns with your highest goals and values. This control allows you to respond to challenges with clarity, focus, and grace, rather than with anger, frustration, or fear. Emotional mastery is rooted in self-awareness, the ability to identify and understand your emotions as they arise. It's recognizing your triggers and learning how to manage your reactions before they overwhelm you. When you are aware of what's happening inside, you can prevent negative emotions from taking control and from influencing your decisions in harmful ways. It also requires emotional regulation, the skill to calm yourself when you feel overwhelmed, to prevent stress or negative emotions from clouding your judgment. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them or ignoring them. It means accepting that valid experiences but refusing to let them dictate your actions. You can feel angry or sad without letting those emotions dictate your behavior or damage your relationships. Emotional mastery is also about learning how to express your feelings in healthy, constructive ways. It's about using emotional energy to fuel your progress, creativity, and personal growth. When you are emotionally mastered, you no longer feel the need to lash out or internalize your feelings in harmful ways. Instead, you find outlets for your emotions that align with your life with goals. It's the ability to communicate honestly without causing harm to yourself or others. Mastering your emotions also means knowing when to let go. Sometimes it's not about controlling every feeling, but about releasing those that no longer serve you, whether that's anger, resentment, or fear. Letting go of negative emotions clears the space for peace, joy, and clarity. It's about choosing to embrace positive emotions that uplift and motivate you, while releasing the ones that hold you back. At its core, emotional mastery is the power to create a balanced, peaceful life despite the turbulence that may surround you. It's about not being a victim of your emotions, but becoming the master of them, using them as a tool to navigate life's challenges with strength and resilience. It allows you to maintain focus and composure under pressure, to move forward with purpose, and to build relationships grounded in understanding and respect. Commitment is the unwavering promise you make to yourself and to your goals. It's the decision to stay the course, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. It's not about starting strong, it's about finishing strong. Commitment is about showing up day after day, even when the motivation fades and the initial excitement wears off. It's the willingness to keep moving forward even when the road gets tough and the results aren't immediately visible. When you are committed, you invest in your dreams with both heart and mind. You take action toward what you desire, even when the path isn't clear or the outcome uncertain. Commitment is the fuel that drives perseverance. It's the willingness that there's setbacks, disappointments, and challenges without allowing them to derail you. It's about maintaining your focus on the bigger picture, knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Being committed means you choose consistency over convenience. It means that you don't allow distractions or temporary discomforts to pull you off your path. Commitment requires discipline. It's the ability to stay true to your vision, even when other opportunities arise that may seem easier or more appealing. It's about understanding that the sacrifices you make today will lead to the rewards of tomorrow. Commitment is not just a one-time decision, it's a lifestyle. It's about choosing the path of dedication, even when it feels easier to walk away. It's the act of making promises to yourself and honoring them, no matter what the circumstances are. When you are committed, you don't quit when things get hard. You dig deeper, you push further, and you find new ways to keep moving forward. Being truly committed means that you align your actions with your intentions. It means you back up your words with work. Commitment is not about saying you want something. It's about doing the work necessary to bring your dreams to fruition. It's about creating habits, routines, and systems that support your goals, even when the world around you tries to distract you or pull you off course. Commitment also requires a deep sense of responsibility. It's about taking ownership of your journey, acknowledging that you have the power to shape your own destiny. When you're committed, you stop making excuses. You understand that success doesn't come without effort, and that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger and more capable. Commitment pushes you to show up, even on the days when it feels hard, because you know that your future self will thank you for it. Ultimately, commitment is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It's the difference between wishing for something and making it happen. When you are committed, you are unwavering in your pursuit of success. You know that achieving greatness requires not just passion, but consistent, focused effort over time. It's the long-term dedication to your vision, the resilience to continue when the path is unclear, and the strength to keep going when the world says it's impossible. Listen to me, you are more powerful than you realize. The strength to overcome, to rise, and to thrive lies within you. Self-control, boundaries, self-respect, wisdom, inner strength, and commitment, these aren't just words. They are the building blocks of your greatness. Each day is an opportunity to show the world your resilience, your dedication, your unshakable belief in yourself. When life challenges you, don't shrink back, step forward with confidence. Your future is not determined by the obstacles you face, but by the choices you make in the face of them. Choose to respond with power. Choose to stand firm in your truth. Choose to rise higher with each trial. You are unstoppable. You have everything inside you to create the life you desire. The time to take action is now. Keep moving, keep growing, keep believing your victory is waiting for you.